The next item would be first review of board policy revisions to new policy in regard to use of medications at after-school activities, modifications to policy 4120, employment of support staff, policy 5460, graduation requirements, policy 9130, public requests, suggestions or complaints, policy 3139/4139, staff discipline. These are our board policy revisions. It's first review. Everyone take an opportunity to look at those, and if you have questions or concerns or objections, then you can contact people before the next meeting to clarify those things, and then they can certainly be discussed as well when we go to approve those.
The use of medications after school activities was a sticky wicket, and we had our principals work that out to come up with what they came up with, and after discussion, that is passed on to you now. But it wasn't, it sounds simple, but it wasn't a simple, it wasn't a simple process.
Okay. Anything else you want to draw our attention to?
The graduation requirements, we dropped out of there, we dropped the past years out of there. So that was a change from what you've seen before, but it wasn't a change in
The requirements
the
themselves?
requirements. It was just, we don't need 2010 in there.
Yeah.
It's a graduated.
Yeah.
Right.
You can just keep
Yeah.
dropping those until you get to
Yeah.
the final one.
Well, and the part that was dropped out of there, but the only part really in there was the part concerning that the board as a whole can grant, upon a student's request, permission for that student to take an additional half a credit of an English, social studies, or math, science, health education towards their high school graduation requirement in lieu of a half a credit of Phi-Ed if they're involved in an organized sport within the school district. So there's some real specifics about that.
Yeah, and that didn't come from our brains. That came down through the state.
But, we didn't anticipate that there will be a lot of requests for that, but there are those individuals that really could benefit from that, from being allowed to do that, so.
Great. Anything else?